Guys, it's me, Carrie. I look like complete ass right now. I'm fully aware, but I just worked out. I did 30 minutes on my treadmill. And before you ask, no, I do not run. I always joke with my husband that the only circumstance that would get me to run is a gun pointed at my head. I hate exercise. I pretty much always have, and doing it is a complete bitch for me. I don't get that ooh happy endorphin thing that some people get. I don't get that feeling of like super satisfaction when I'm through. I just feel tired and sweaty and miserable. But I'm doing it because I'm sick of feeling like a fat ass, to be perfectly honest. This is not something I ever thought I'd share publicly, but since shooting my depression reveal video the other day, I feel like there's really nothing that I should have to hide from you guys. And I don't know, I just feel liberated and like I can chat more openly now and share whatever's going on in my crazy blonde head. And right now it's my weight. I'm really, really unhappy with it. I grew up like super, super, super stick thin up until I hit puberty. I mean, I don't even know if they make these anymore for little kids, but they used to make like pants in size slim. That's how skinny I was. And it was to the point where my best friend in childhood, who was 3 years older than me and was a little overweight, her mother challenged she and I that if she could lose 10 pounds and I could gain 10 pounds over a certain set period of time, she would take us to Six Flags Great Adventure. That's how skinny I was, that people were actually concerned as a child that I was underweight, which I wasn't. I mean, as far as like the doctors were concerned, they never expressed any, it wasn't troublesome to them or whatever. I was just a thin kid. And then puberty came along and everything changed, and I've had issues with my weight ever since. And get ready for the big reveal, guys, because I am going to share. I just weighed myself, and I am currently a ginormous, whopping 175 pounds. And I like to say 5'7". I'm technically a little bit below, maybe a smidge, maybe 5'6.5", 5'6 3/4", but I round up to 5'7" because, what the hell, it's my liberty to do that. But yeah, 175 is not a good weight for my height at all. I don't know how much it shows like in my face and stuff. I mean, you're not going to see like my whole body in this video, but I mean, here's my arms, you can kind of see the flab, and I'm not muscular, I'm not fit at all. So I recently decided to try to make a concerted effort to get into some sort of shape besides round, because yes, round is a shape, and to try to start taking better care of my health, because I am 43 years old. There's a high history of heart disease in my family. My paternal grandfather, I believe, had 2 heart attacks, the second one fatal. My maternal grandmother also had a heart attack, which she survived, but she ended up passing away later from skin cancer. So yeah, we also have cancer in my genes, big time. My father's mother died of breast cancer a few months after I was born, and my father's father died from, he had Alzheimer's. I don't know if Alzheimer's actually is a cause of death, or if it's just, a deterioration of your brain that leads to other physical ailments, but anyway, he died of that. So I have no grandparents. I haven't in about, God, I'm trying to remember when my grandmother passed away. I think it was about 10 years ago. So, yeah, and my father died from a combination of heart disease and poor lungs and adult onset diabetes. So there's just a crap ton of like genetic shit in my gene pool that I'm concerned with. And so I want to be healthy, but I also want to be thinner because I don't like my clothes not fitting. I have a hard and fast rule that I will not buy clothes larger than a size 14, although I have broken it in the past and bought 16s a couple of times. I feel like I hate the whole plus size system. I think it's disgusting, and I don't think it even exists for men, to be quite honest. But it seems like, in the US at least, 16 is considered the beginning of plus size, sometimes even 14, and stupidly, in my naive mind, I feel like, well, as long as I'm a 14 or less, I'm not plus size. But rude awakening about probably I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 years ago, I was playing with my Nintendo Wii, and I did Wii Fit, and if you don't know how that works, you get like this little board that you stand on, so it actually tracks your weight, and you enter like your height and all this kind of crap, and it tells you how fit you are. And I got on my Wii Fit board, and this little computerized emoji thing said, "You are obese," and I was like, my heart literally dropped, because I knew I was chubby, but I had never heard the term obese in association with myself. And I cried for hours, and like I said, this was 6, 7 years ago, and I still remember it. And believe me, that Wii Fit board got traded in at EB Games, and I never stepped on it again. So it's like, yeah, way to motivate people, you know? That's definitely going to encourage someone to want to work out. But anyway, an incident happened about a week ago, I guess it was. I met a new friend recently, and I posted a picture on Facebook of the two of us. Well, actually, there was another person in it as well. And when I tell you that this woman is like absolutely, completely gorgeous, I mean, she's beautiful outside and in, but I mean, if you looked at her, you would just be like, damn, she's stunning. And she confided in me that she hated the picture because she felt like she looked overweight and wasn't happy with her size in it. And it like would never have even occurred to me that she would feel that way, because I see her as, you know, beautiful and perfect and amazing, and she's, you know, an awesome person that I really like a lot, and am so grateful to be getting to be friends with and getting to know. But that was like such a light bulb moment for me, because I thought, wow, if this beautiful woman feels that way about herself, you know, I guess I'm not alone in that regard. And I do not in any way, shape, or form put myself in a beauty class like with her, because like I said, she's a knockout. She knows I think this. But you know, it made me think, my God, you know, I have to do something about this. I can't just sit and cry and wallow and eat, ironically, because, you know, that's what I do for comfort a lot of the time. Food has to be nourishment. It can't be comfort. I have to start self-soothing in other ways besides shoving food in my face. And the diet, I don't even like the word diet, because I don't mean it in terms of like I'm on a diet, but I mean just in terms of like the food I'm choosing to ingest. I'm not doing anything severe. I'm just trying to make better choices, you know, where I might want a chocolate bar, maybe I'll go, you know, cut up some watermelon and eat that. Or, you know, I want potato chips and onion dip, I'll slice up some cucumbers and eat it with some hummus or maybe some low-fat ranch dressing, and it like kind of trick my mind into thinking that I'm eating naughty when it's really not. The exercise is the hardest part, though, because like I said, I really don't enjoy that, and I don't anticipate that I ever will enjoy that. So, but yeah, so that's where I'm at, 175. It's not my highest weight, believe it or not. I remember my highest weight. It was probably, I'm guessing, about maybe 10 or 20, no, it's probably around 2001. Because I lost my dad in 99, and in 2000 and 2001 I did a lot of stupid shit and like wasn't taking care of myself like I should. So it's probably, I'm guessing, around 2001 I was actually at 191 pounds. And I will never forget that number, because it was way too close to 200 for me. And I had done Weight Watchers for a while prior to that, and I honestly don't recall what their suggested weight was for my height, but I'm guessing it was around like 145, 150. So to be at 191, I was like, holy fuck. I mean, imagine holding like, you know, I mean, I don't know, what would that be, like a 4-year-old kid, 40 pounds? Like having that extra attached to my body, that's just crazy to me. So, yeah, so I mean, I'm at 175. It's not as bad as 191, clearly, but it's nowhere near 145 or 150, which is where ideally I would love to be. I doubt I'm going to get there, but we'll see. Anything's possible. It's just a matter of determination and how long I'm willing to put in the work. I feel like I'm always putting in work, whether it's in terms of my physical body or my mental health. It's just like, I feel like I can't catch a break sometimes, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to that. It's hard. It's really, really, really hard. But I don't know why I felt like I needed to share that with you guys. If you're struggling with your weight, and if your number's higher than mine and your weight is lower than mine, please do not in any way, shape, or form feel like I'm judging you, because I would never judge another human being unless they were like, you know, a child molester or someone absolutely evil and criminal and satanic. Just, you know, like in terms of treating people viciously and evilly, that's the only people in life that I judge, or at least I try. I mean, occasionally, you know, I'll make fun of Kim Kardashian's ass like everybody else, but then I usually feel really guilty about it and say, who am I to judge, you know? At least she's got a big ass and, you know, millions of dollars. I've got a big ass and nothing. But, anyway, yeah, so I don't know. I felt like I wanted to share that with you. I think I'm going to be shooting more videos like this, if that's cool with you guys. And honestly, even if it's not cool with everybody, I'm going to be doing it anyway because it makes me feel better. I said to my husband last night that, you know, when I first started doing this YouTube thing, I just said, I can't do this. I can't expose myself like that. You know, people on YouTube are vicious. You know, I mean, there's so many trolls. There's people that just get their shits and giggles out of thumbs downing videos, or, you know, calling people names that they'll never know, that they'll never see, they'll never meet, just, you know, to make themselves feel better or for, you know, amusement or whatever. I'm way too fragile for that. I can't handle that. But then I made my first video and it wasn't very good, but, you know, some people liked it, and I got some nice comments and some thumbs ups and some thumbs downs and whatever, and I didn't die. And then when my depression anniversary came up on the 21st, I said, damn it, I'm putting myself on camera, literally my whole self, because, you know, I'm not gorgeous, but I'm not repulsive. I'm just me, you know, and you can choose to look at me or you can choose to click on somebody else's channel, you know. That's the awesome thing about having freedom and choices in life. I may not be for everyone. Not everyone is for me, you know, but anyway, but I said to my husband, as good as it felt to get that first video made a few months ago, it's like exponentially so much better to have gotten the first on-camera face reveal, soul reveal video on camera. And I was in the shower last night and I just thought to myself, well, fuck, I'm really kind of in the mood to shoot like a weight video, but then I have to, you know, dry off and get dressed and dry my hair, and that's a whole process, yada, yada, yada. So instead I'm doing it right after a workout when I'm sweaty and disgusting, but whatever. At least I'm, you know, clothed. So there's that. But anyway, thanks for listening, guys. If you're still here, I appreciate it more than you can imagine. And of course, I'm still going to do the silly, fun, cutesy stuff, you know, and buy lip balm, because that, you know, obsession is not going to die, and fun toys, and, you know, random collectibles and stuff like that. But I am going to be doing more vloggy stuff too, because it feels good and it helps me heal, and maybe, if I'm really lucky, it'll help you guys heal too. So thanks for watching. Please thumbs up if you got anything good out of this video at all. It would mean a lot to me. And subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.